The men that they call simps are usually the straight men. That's not weak, that's strength. And you have some men, especially the ones on the down low. I'm not doing for a bitch. I'm not doing all of that. That's simping. That's y'all doing too much for women. If you're not doing it for women, son, who are you doing it for? Another man? Because it doesn't make sense. Why are y'all so bothered about actually doing the role of a man for a woman? These men will listen to you talk, notice when your energy is off, rub your back, send you flowers, cook for you. Don't need to be begged to act right. And most importantly, they genuinely like women. They're not simps. They're just emotionally secure straight men. The men that brag about not doing nothing for a woman either hate women or don't like women at all. Talking about I ain't buying her shit. She can't get $1 out of me. Y'all doing all that for pussy? Let's be honest, some of them don't even like women like that. Like, if the idea of loving a woman out loud disgusts you, then sweetie, you are not a straight man. Be obsessing over other men, not women. Have you ever heard about these type of men talk about other men? It sounds like they be in love. And let them keep using simp like it's an insult. Because it really just means he's emotional available. He knows how to love with effort. He values a woman's softness, not just her sex. He will be the one her kids call dad one day. He's not afraid to be a protector and a provider. Because the same men that y'all mock are the same men that women pray for.
Hello?
Hey, can we talk for a sec?
Yeah, I guess. What's up?
I know we've been through our ups and downs, but I still really have feelings for you.
You're joking.
No, like...
What am I just supposed to overlook the fact that you my dad? Fuck you.
No.
Here to make another video, man. I do this shit because I want women to know that men ain't stupid. That way, maybe they'll stop playing their little games that they play. And I'm not saying men don't play games, because they do. But this topic today, in fact, I'm going to say this. The reason why the women are playing the games is because the men are playing games. There, I said it. You can't say that I'm blaming women for everything, because I literally said the reason why women play games is because men play games with them. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, a woman tried to be a good woman at some point when she was younger, and some dude did her wrong, and then she started learning the game because she started being attracted to she was attracted to the wrong type of dudes, or chose the wrong dude, whatever. And then she learned the game from the men, from the players that they like, you know. But that's, we might talk about that a little bit, but that's not why I'm here. There's a video saying the simps are the ones that are the only ones that are not the down low, or some shit like that. What's going on is the internet is exposing the games that women had over men. Like, I didn't even know this shit until the internet came out. I had no clue about. I just always thought, try to like a girl and hopefully she like you back, and that's it. I didn't know women knew all this game. Women have way more game than men, right? But the game has been exposed, so now they got to try to counteract that game by telling you a real man does this or that, or you're a simp if you this and you that, or the simps are better choices and whatever. If the simps are better choices, why do you do them wrong? Why do you play the simps? Since they so great and they so much more masculine men, why do you play the simps? Why aren't you happy with the simps? Why are you still looking for the bad boy? See, it's time to cook, and we're going to cook on actions, not words. And people are going to lie with actions too, but then you got to go for the patterns. She said that a man that say he ain't doing shit for a woman and this and that and bragging about this and that are usually the gay ones. Bullshit. Bullshit, because translation, we want men to do for us and we ain't got to do shit for them. But get on the internet and act like we're a god to all these men and get worshipped by all these men and have all these men stand in line like little bitches. I see it at work. I see it everywhere I go. Right? And a woman gets mad because you, the real man, won't stand in line like a little ass bitch. That's what it boils down to. That doesn't mean that you hate women. That just means you don't hate your damn self. To me, if you stand in line like a stupid ass simp, knowing damn well this woman's talking to this guy, or don't really like you, then you the fucking simp, you the bitch, man. How you a man when you doing that? How? How used to be that same guy. Everybody used to be that same guy at some point. Where you don't realize the importance of standing up and being a man when it comes to dealing with women. Why? Because we used to think that, well, I'm dealing with a woman, I gotta be super nice and this and that. But they made it to where you can't be that way. They claim that the men that are bringing them flowers and being extra nice to them and all that is the ones they pick and are the real men. Well, if that's the case, why are so many women mad at men? I'll let that marinate for a minute and let y'all figure that out. If that's the case, that the real men are the ones that bring the flowers and do everything right, why are these women so unhappy with men? You know why? Because they actually like the ones that do wrong. And every time you hear women complain about men, it's about the wrong men. No woman has, just like I say with females, a woman, you can't complain about a woman. Where is the complaint when it comes to a real woman? There's nothing to complain about when it comes to a real woman, because there's no reason to complain about a real woman. See, females try to twist that and say, you hate women. You're bashing women. No, they're not bashing women. They're not even talking about women. They're talking about certain females, and you know that. But you twist the game. You try to twist the game. Trust me, man. Let me ask y'all men a question. How many times have you got a woman, or how many times has it worked out with a woman where she didn't play you or cheat on you or whatever, when you did everything right and liked her to the moon and back? How many times did that woman actually like you? Since that's the topic, right? Since the topic is men don't want to do everything for a woman and act like they care about them so much and interested in all that, how many times have y'all men actually got the woman that you actually really tried to get at? Not saying it ain't happened, but how many times versus the woman you like, I don't really care about her like that, or you don't pay her no attention, versus the one you try to get? How many times you men got that woman? It's rare. It's rare. All they doing is trying to flip the game and try to rock y'all back to sleep to make y'all, I'm talking about good dudes, because the players are already doing this. That's the issue. The players are already moving a certain way, but the problem is the women are attracted to the players, so they get burned by the players, right? But you good men should have been moving like the players the whole time, not using a woman or playing a woman, but the psychological understanding that she's really, I gotta make sure that she really fuck with me before I fuck with her. Instead of just going all out and doing everything they want and then getting played in the end. I'm not saying that, like I say in every video, if a woman is showing you that you like her and you is showing you that she like you and you like her, you're supposed to reciprocate. I always say that. But if she's not even showing you no interest, why? These women want y'all to show them interest and bow down like a little bitch, and she don't even like you. She want to fuck some other guy, or is fucking some other guy, or talking to some other guy. Why the fuck should you bow down like a bitch, man? It don't make sense. There's a difference between being nice to somebody. I get that part, but you gotta be careful with that, because attention to a female is like what sex is to a man. So a lot of y'all are being used, and you don't even know it. You're doing somebody else's job. You know, like she could be fucking this guy, right? But this guy ain't showing her no attention or no nothing. Then she comes to y'all and get its free attention and shit from y'all, making y'all do the job that the man that she really wants is not doing. That's bullshit. Y'all gotta pay attention to this. That's like a woman giving a man all this sex and all this other shit, but he really want this other girl. He really doing everything else for this other girl, but he just fucking this other girl. Like a side chick. He doing all this wife shit for the wife, but he just sleeping with the other girl. That's exactly what it is when you men get used for attention. They want it back the way that it used to be, to where men didn't have the internet and men didn't understand that they was being played. Because I didn't even understand it. I didn't know that a woman, I thought most women was just like trying to find a guy and be happy. That's what I thought. I didn't know it was all this game. But now that I have the understanding, it's really, a woman and a man is really no different. They both do the same shit. A woman and a man do the same shit. The problem is that most men think that women are different than men. Nah, they don't do this, they don't do that. They wouldn't just want to fuck a guy or this or that. they think that it's different, but it's not. Your best option is to look at women just like men. Like, they think the same way and everything. Like, they could be a player too. They could lie, they could just want to sleep with a guy, and that's it and all that. Your best bet is to think that women are the same as men. Because when you start going back to women are different than men, they princesses, and it's only men that are players and dogs and this and that, that's when you get played. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all women are bad. I'm not saying all men are bad. I'm just saying there's no difference. There's no difference. Why should I do all these great things for a woman that's just going to hop on the internet and talk to 10,000 other guys? Or sleep with other guys and I got to do all this dating and shit? Why? Why? I advise you men not to do shit unless that woman is showing you that she likes you. Then I agree. If a woman is showing you she likes you and you still try to get benefits from her, now you're wrong. See, this ain't no biased sexual shit. If a woman is showing you that she want to fuck with you and you not showing you want to fuck with her, either cut her off or you're wrong for getting the benefits. But they're trying to say that you're gay because you say that you ain't doing nothing for no stupid ass female that wants to be playing you. She's trying to play you, but you wrong because you like, man, I seen that shit a mile away. I seen her game a mile away. She couldn't play me. Yeah, you should be bragging and feel happy about it because you got player vision. You got X-ray vision. You seen through the bullshit versus getting played, possibly been on child support or some shit like that. You're not wrong for that, man. They want y'all to bow down and still cherish them and do the other man's job that they really want. And that's the issue. I don't have the... You rarely hear men say that a simp is a person that is treating a woman like a queen, that woman treats that man like a king. That's not what simping is, but see how they try to twist it? They try to twist it and say that we are calling men simps because he's treating a woman great that treats him great. But that's not what it is. We're telling men here, you are a simp because a woman sees another guy way better than you. And you are treating her like she's the best thing. That's what makes you a simp. But these women know this, but they're going to try to flip it because it's all game and deception. And they're trying to get the game back to where it was, to where men, it's gaslighting. Men are waking up, so now they got to gaslight it. Nah, you a simp because you won't just do for a woman. You won't just take a woman on a $500 date that don't even give a fuck about you. See, so I'm a gaslighter and say that you're gay and the simps are the real men. Well, if the simps are the real men, all women who say this, all females who say this, really. If the simps are the real men, why don't you pick them? Why are you picking the bad boys so much? Because if you pick the simps, you probably wouldn't be complaining so much about how men are doing you dirty. You're only complaining about how men are doing you dirty because you're picking the bad boys. What is a bad boy? Not a bad person, but a person that's bad for her. A bad boy, he bad for her. Just like a bad girl. She not good for me. Doesn't make her a bad woman. Trust me, man. You guys are going to fall by the fucking sword if you do not stand on principles and stand 10 toes down. Yes, women are great and all that shit, but they ain't that damn great to where you just throw your whole life away. Why? Why would you do that when there's a woman out there that wants to fuck with you? Make it make sense. There's women out there that want to fuck with you. So why would you throw your life away or possibly, be in baby mama drama for 18 years over a woman that wants another man or thinks another man is better than you? Or give your hard-earned money away, taking women on dates that don't even, just playing around with you. Laughing and cracking jokes behind your back to their friends about how they play you. Again, a lot of these females are no different than a man. You got to think that way. When you trying to be out here dating these women, you got to understand that they're moving like men now. They're not moving like females, this princess that doesn't do nothing wrong. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? They're saying the men are simps because they won't put up with their bullshit, bro. It's an attack on masculinity. You are a simp because you stand 10 toes down, but in reality, you are alpha male. You ain't gotta say alpha, you're a real man. A real man don't put up with bullshit. Oh, you don't like me? Okay, I'm gonna be a real man and say, okay, fine, and move on. That's not what they want, though. They hate the fact that men know they worth. They want you to just bow down and cherish them, and she ain't doing nothing in return. If she's doing something in return, then yes. But if she's not, why? Why would I bow down, cherish you, and act like you're the? Why would I give you wife benefits and you not even doing nothing for me? That don't make sense to me. It just don't. I'm sorry, and I'm not going to do it, and neither should none of y'all men. Neither should none of y'all men. They want to try to make you feel bad and say you're not a real man, but in reality, the shit that you're doing, now that you're starting to wake up and say, nah, I'm not being a beta male simp no more. Fuck that shit. You're actually being a man. You're moving into your man. This is why most players get picked. To be honest, this is why most women pick players over nice guys. Because a nice guy is standing 10 toes down. Or the so-called player stand 10 toes down. He don't give a fuck. He not just going for all her games. I remember one thing my ex told me a long time ago about my other ex. So one ex told me something about the last ex. She said that she coming back to you because those other guys or guy sees through her bullshit. And she also said, I see that you're still dumb. In other words, I used to play you that way too. I see that you're still dumb. That's crazy. Think about that. An ex telling you that. I see that you're still dumb. And she's just coming back because those other guys ain't putting up with her shit. Crazy. Crazy. You got to think with this head. As hard as it could be to not do that and think with the other head, you got to. When you're dealing with a woman, you got to, just like women have to think logically when they deal with men, they can't think emotionally. When you start thinking with your private, you basically lower yourself down to a woman when she's thinking emotional. You're not thinking logically. Well, that girl don't pay me no attention. But with your head, but maybe I should trick. Maybe I should trick and do this or that. Stupid motherfuckers. Stupid motherfuckers who do this shit. Instead of, man, she don't seem like she like me. Fuck it. I'm gonna be a man about it. Take it on the chin. See, that's the problem. A lot of men can't take the shit on the chin. You can't take on the chin that she don't like you like that. So what do? Let me come out my pocket, this or that. Let me bow down and like a bitch and praise and stand in line like I'm about to buy some fucking Jordans. I'm telling you, your best bet is to be a man. Be a man about it. You don't like me, fine. Because I'm going to keep building myself up as a man, and I'm going to get a woman that likes me. And it's probably going to be colder than all these women that don't like you on this level. Because you're on this level right now. But the higher you get on a level that most men can't have access to those type of females. See, on the lower levels, all men could kind of get all these women. They ain't even got to have much. They could be bums and this and that and still get play from these women on these lower levels. But you get up in levels, everybody can't get out. You had to put yourself in a position to pull a chick like that. Everybody can't get those chicks. And most men are not on those levels. The higher the level you get up as a man, the less men are going to be there. I'm just speaking facts, bro. And I'm not saying if you got a woman, leave her and all that. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying, if you on this level and women ain't trying to fuck with you, that's fine. Be a man about it, take it on the chin, keep self-improving in life and shit like that for you. But ultimately, it's gonna help you attract a female as well, a great ass woman. All this, you gotta bow down and take me on a date and this and that. And if you don't, you gay and this and that, man. Miss all that bullshit. Ignore all that bullshit, because all it is deception. A lot of these females are getting older, and guess what? We know what happens when women get older. They approach that wall. Their sexual market value is not the same as the man's. The man's is pretty much based off of stability. That's why you see older men can still get younger women. It's rare that you see older women can get younger men. And if they do, It's just not the same. And then most women do not even want older. Most older women do not even want younger men. They want the older men, but they just want the older men to be there when they're done playing around with all the other men as they grow up in age. Then they want that great older man that can still pull younger women. They want her to pick. They want him to pick her. And get mad if he say, nah, y'all didn't want me. So maybe I should pick this young girl that's about to be a lawyer. You didn't want me, remember? They get mad at that. Just saying. What time is it? 7:45. I hate that the world is this way and people are the way they are and deception and deceiving and shit, but it's the truth, man. And it has to be exposed. So I have to expose. I gotta do my part. You know what I mean? That's woman or man. I gotta expose all that shit. I can't just expose one thing. Everything gotta be exposed, but dog, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Every time you turn on the, every time you get on the internet, it's another woman trying to tell real men what a real man is and all this other shit, and that's fine. Okay, since you know what a real man is so much, why just pick one? See, there's a difference between why a man ain't got a woman for the most part, because it's not that easy. But for you, it's easy as fuck. So why the fuck don't you got a real man since you know what one is so much? Especially if you look good. How the fuck you a good-looking ass woman and ain't got no man? How? How? Unless you just like, I just want to be focused on my own shit. I'm trying to build myself up. I don't want no man. It didn't work out with the last guy, so I want to take a break type shit. I get that. But other than that, how the fuck you a good-looking woman and ain't got no fucking man? How? But you know what a real man is and this and that. Miss me with the bullshit, man. They mad because their time is running out. So they desperate. It's a desperation Hail Mary. And the Hail Mary is, damn, these men are waking up. The internet is waking them up, so we got to rock them back to sleep. How do we do that? By making them believe that what they actually starting to realize and know about female nature and female games and shit is all false and it's all lies. Or we'll just make them feel like they just gay or something like that if they start to, something's wrong with them because they don't want to be a simp bitch. Something's wrong with you because you don't want to be a simp bitch. How dare you, slave? Come back to the plantation, motherfucker. Just saying. But the right woman ain't on that shit. Y'all got to understand that. And they'll try to twist it and say that, oh, you hate all women. They'll try to say that you hating all women and this and that, knowing damn well there's a difference between solid chicks that like you, a good woman and a bad woman. What's the difference? A good woman's a woman that's trying to fuck with you. A bad woman is a woman that's really not, and she's playing games. Because a woman could be good. She could be a good woman if she wants to be. She could be a bad woman if she wants to be. It all depends on how she feel about you. It all depends on how she feel about you. But they want y'all to believe that you're talking to all women because these bad women come in disguise as good women. Even though I just said that they have a choice to be a good woman or bad woman, which they do. They all can be good or bad, right? But the problem is everybody want to dress up the so-called bad women or women who choose to be bad or players or whatever. They want to dress them up as wise and great women and put them all in the same bunch, and they're not all in the same bunch. They're not. They want to make it seem like men are talking about all of them, or men react a certain way towards all women. I'll take a woman on a $500 date if I really wanted to, and if I really felt she fucked with me. Yeah, if I really wanted to, and I really felt she fucked with me, no problem at all. $1,000 date, matter of fact, if I really wanted to. But not no woman I know that ain't trying to fuck with me or ain't even showed a sign that she's trying to fuck with me or any of that. Matter of fact, she ain't even getting no energy. She not even getting no attention. But they'll say that makes you down low and all this. Nah, it makes you a fucking man, dog. I'm going to say it again. If I knew a woman, if I wanted to go on a date and I knew the woman really fucked with me or was trying to fuck with me, I'd take on a $1,000 date if I wanted to. But if it's a woman that I don't know that really trying to fuck with me, she ain't showing no signs of that, none of that, I'm not showing her no attention, I'm not taking her on no date, none of that. That does not make you a simp or gay or none of that. That makes you smart and that makes you a man because you stood on your principles. You stood on your principles, man. They want y'all to just do whatever you want. They want you to do without doing nothing for you in return. We are not talking about women that actually love the guy they with or trying to show you that they want to be with you. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the other ones that's trying to use this deception. It's all over the internet. All you gotta do is pay attention, man. All you gotta do is pay attention. If the simps are the great men, then why don't they pick them? Why don't they pick the man that actually likes them? 9 times out of 10, they don't. Why? I thought the one that shows you all this and does all this great shit is the one. Why is it always the one that doesn't give a fuck about you that they pick 9 times out of 10? Why? Make it make sense. But it doesn't make any sense, right? You know why? Because it's a bunch of foolish bullshit.